squid masala, Hi, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I'm Sonika, and the recipe that I've got for you today is a seafood recipe. No, it's not fish and it's not prawns. So what are we making today? We're making squid, and the name of the recipe is squid masala. Let's take a look at all the ingredients we need to make this. Squid rings, chopped tomatoes, chopped onions, ginger garlic paste, curry leaves, green chilies, chopped ginger, chopped garlic, salt, black pepper powder, turmeric powder, red chili powder, coconut oil, oil. So now that we've seen all the ingredients that we need to make this recipe, let's start putting it together. And for that, what we're going to do is we're going to marinate the squid first. So I'm going to take the squid in a bowl. So now we're going to marinate the squid in some masalas. We'll start with some red chili powder, a tiny little pinch of turmeric, a little bit of salt for seasoning, and a tiny portion of ginger garlic paste. We'll also add in a spoonful of lemon juice. Now we're going to give this a good mix. And now we're going to put this aside to marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes. So while the squid is sitting in its marinade, we're going to prepare a masala for the squid. And for that, I'm going to heat some oil in a pan. So once the oil has gone moderately hot, we're going to add the chopped ginger and some of the chopped garlic in. Now before the garlic and the ginger start going brown, I'm going to add in a bunch of curry leaves. Next we're going to add in the chopped onions. And now we want to cook this till the onions go nice and golden brown in color. You got to make sure that they get a nice color on them. In a couple of minutes, the onions will have gained a color like this, and that's when we want to add in the green chilies. So I'm adding around 2 slit green chilies. We'll give this a mix again. Next, we're going to add in the chopped tomatoes. So after adding in the tomatoes, we're going to season this with a pinch of salt. I'm going to give it one good mix, and then I'm going to put this on another flame and we can start preparing the squid. So to make the squid, I'm going to heat some coconut oil in a pan. In case you don't like coconut oil, you could always use normal oil. So to the coconut oil, I'm going to add some curry leaves because I love curry leaves, and you could completely omit this if you don't want to add them. And now I'm going to tip in the marinated squid. And now we're going to cook these on a high heat for about 2 to 3 minutes or till the squid is just half done. So I've been cooking the squid for about 5 to 7 minutes now. In the beginning, it's going to leave a lot of moisture, but continue to cook it on a high flame and eventually it will dry out. And then you're going to get something that looks like this and smells absolutely fabulous. Now that the squid has reached this stage, we don't want to overcook it too much because we don't want it to go rubbery. So at this point, I'm going to dip in the masala that we made into the pan. And we want to mix this in nicely. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of red chili powder because I like this recipe to be really spicy. And now we're going to cook this for a couple of minutes more. So after the red chili powder, I'm going to drizzle in a very little bit of water just to bring all of it together. In case if you don't like squid, you could always make this recipe with prawns. It tastes just as great. Squid does take a while to cook, but once it's overcooked, it gets really rubbery and we don't want that. So we're going to cover this and just make sure it's perfectly cooked. So we'll cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes and then it should be ready to eat. So it's been 5 minutes and the squid seems like it's done. So we're going to take off the heat. So 5 minutes later, your squid is going to look like this. We're going to turn off the heat, add in some lemon juice, a tiny little pinch of black pepper powder, and a sprinkling of fresh chopped coriander. Finally, we'll give this one good mix. And now we're going to serve this. So here it is. Our recipe is almost done. We're just going to garnish it with some more coriander leaves and a wedge of lime. So here it is, squid masala, a slightly different seafood recipe, but a great one, and it tastes fabulous with steamed rice. So make sure you try this.